Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This week my announcement class and I did our final interviews. I did my interview with my roommate Ashley and I think we did pretty well for the most part. So I wanted to share that with you guys and then give my own reflection. I hope you enjoy.
Good afternoon and welcome back to ACU TV. I'm Rachel Ray and today we'll be talking about color guard. I am here with a former high school color guard leader. Welcome to the show, Ashley.
Thank you for having me.
What made you want to join color guard?
When I was in 7th grade, I ended up getting lost in my high school that I was about to go into, and I ended up finding the drumline captain. He introduced me to the color guard captain and told me that they were starting a middle school color guard. So I joined immediately just to be with those high schoolers, and I ended up falling in love with it.
What was the biggest challenge you faced initially?
I think when I was in middle school, it was just getting those muscle memories down. But when I got into high school, it definitely became managing my time with both school and color guard since it took up so much of my day.
Throughout high school, is there any performance that sticks out to you as your favorite?
I think my junior year, our very last performance was in the Alamo Dome, and it was my first year on weapon line, and I was spinning rifle. It ended up being probably my best show that season, and later became my last ever marching season show because of COVID.
That's awesome. If you could give advice to anyone who wants to start color guard, what would you tell them?
Don't give up easily. It's a very hard skill to learn. It takes a lot of muscle memory, takes a lot of time, and don't sell your soul to a color guard director. It's not worth it.
Thank you again for joining us today, Ashley, as we talked about color guard and your experience. Next up, we have the weather. I'm Rachel Ray, and this is ACU TV.
During the interview, I think it was definitely helpful to have Ashley to bounce off of when it came to talking. It made me feel a little bit less nervous and she did a great job answering questions. For me, I feel like I could have done a lot better. We went over our interviews today in class, and one thing my professor noticed was that I didn't really come out of my shell too much, so I was more focused on memorizing my script than being a little bit more relaxed, like with my posture and gestures. So I think that's definitely something I need to take note of. But for the most part, I feel like I did okay. There were definitely some hiccups, especially when I was answering questions or asking questions. But I think compared to other projects that we have done, I would say this one has been one of my better ones. That is all the time we have for this week, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next week.